The man switched on the searchlight, and before their eyes appeared a massive ocean liner, cut clean in half. It was the very ship they had been searching for, but now it loomed like a ghost vessel. No lights, no movement, no sign of life. Just as their spirits began to sink, a faint light flickered atop the deck. One light became many, until the whole ship seemed to glimmer with distant lanterns. Seeing that their efforts had not been in vain, Jack and his team felt a surge of excitement, just like the crew stranded on board. But a new problem quickly emerged. Their small rescue boat could safely carry only 12 people, and the damaged cruise ship still held more than 30 crew members. Choosing only 8 to save was unthinkable. Jack refused to make that choice. He was determined to save them all. The stranded sailors eagerly lowered a rope ladder, but the rough waves made boarding nearly impossible. One after another slipped and plunged into the sea. Jack maneuvered closer, hauling every soaked and shivering crewman aboard. As more and more climbed onto the boat, the little vessel began to wobble dangerously under the excess weight. A colleague urged him to return to shore with the first group and then make a second trip, but Jack shook his head. We wouldn't abandon anyone. Finally, when the last sailor was aboard, the rising tide pushed the crippled liner off the shoal, and the great ship slowly slipped beneath the waves. The narrow escape chilled everyone. They'd been seconds away from sinking with it. Jack radioed the Coast Guard with the good news of the rescue, but admitted they'd lost their compass and didn't know their exact position. Incredibly, his superior ordered him to rendezvous with another rescue boat. Jack knew that was impossible. He had no bearings, and after risking so much, he was focused only on bringing everyone home. He switched off the radio, studied the wind and the waves, and chose a heading. It was a gamble, but everyone decided to trust him. Back in town, a power outage had plunged the streets into darkness. One by one, people drove to the shore, parked their cars facing the sea, and switched on their headlights, casting a ribbon of light across the water to guide the rescue boat home. Out on the frigid sea, the storm had passed, but the freezing air was sapping their strength. Just as Jack felt himself fading, a blur of lights shimmered on the horizon. He steered toward them, and at last, he brought every last sailor safely back to shore.